Night of the Living podcast is always ad-free for patrons at patreon.com/NOTLP.
Thanks so much for joining us. This is Night of the Living podcast. I'm Freddy. That's Amy.
That's me.
Andy's here on Facebook Messenger. Hi, Andy.
Hello.
And Elsa startled the shit out of all of us because we were just chit-chatting before the show, and Elsa's one of our dogs, Yellow Lab, came in here, and she went over to the soundboard and like activated almost every sound effect we have at once
with her nose.
And it was a total cacophony. I thought the house. I thought for sure that our entire mixer was like going haywire and was going to catch on fire or something.
Sparks were going to be coming out of it.
But it was just Elsa. It's kind of cute shenanigans when it came down to it. I'll take that any day.
I thought it was becoming sentient.
Yeah, it's
just fucking with us. Yeah.
Oh boy.
All of the themes started playing.
Like that AI actress that they created.
What is that all about? Why do we just because you can doesn't mean you should? Isn't there a saying?
I'm against it as a practice for regularly making things, but I also understand the artistic impulse to use it as a tool and see it as just a tool, but it's going to get out of hand.
No.
It always does.
Well, eventually they're going to create AI of us to watch the movies.
Yeah, it's just going to be feeding it. Feeding itself, burning up buildings of full of servers somewhere.
Yeah, it's crossing a line, I think.
Yeah. It has a name, doesn't it? I forgot
her name.
Tippy or something?
Yeah, Tilly, I think. Tilly Norwood.
Yeah.
Something like that.
She's like a celebrity.
Yeah. Oh, Tilly's a dog name. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. I got a dog named Millie, so I know.
Millie.
No offense to the human Tillys out there, but that's more of a pet name.
Well, there's Jennifer Tilly, but it's her last name, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's the last name.
So we're doing Halloween specials again, as we do every October. I love it's like every year, you get to Hispanic Heritage Month.
September 29th right now, though.
Yeah,
but it's basically October.
You get that lead up with all the fun Spanish language movies, and then we're like, all right, y'all, let's dig into some weird television crap or great television stuff. Doesn't all have to be crap, but to be honest, we did Punky Brewster's years ago. If you remember that animated Halloween special.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
That was like a nightmare. And I picked, these are my picks that we get into later when we do the main attraction, but it's a Andy Griffith Show, The Haunted House, which is just a classic Halloween TV episode. Beloved by most. But then there's Knight Rider, which I was like the crapshoot because I couldn't remember this episode at all. And I was like, Halloween night, a Knight Rider Halloween episode. How bad can it be? And so we'll get into those later. But yeah, Patreon. Thank you for supporting us there. That's where almost all of our funds come from. Thank you very much.
Patreon.com/NOTLP.
I'm very excited to say that my friend I haven't said his name yet because I want to make sure everything's done before I say 100% what's what. But my friend who's helping us with the logo sent me a really cool message today. And
what logo?
Our logo here at Night of the Living podcast was getting up in years. We're having our 20th anniversary in April, and we're updating the look somewhat. And I'm very, very excited.
It's a very talented artist working on it.
Yeah.
Are we rebranding like Cracker Barrel?
We're removing the old man.
We're going woke.
We're adding an old man in a rocking chair. Everything else is the same.
Are we going sleek and modern?
We shall see.
We'll see.
No more NOTLP gift store to lounge around in before you have your meal.
With the Alan Jackson barbecue sauce.
Is that true?
I think it was Alan Jackson. It was some country singer had like a line of like leather wallets and other crap.
Sounds like something Alan Jackson would do.
I think it was Alan Jackson.
Sounds like some Cracker Barrel would do.
Like the Kiss of country music. You know, Kiss has like chili and all that stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over at Patreon is where we post our extra stuff. You can get stuff with our logo on it. You can get cool stuff over there.
Yeah, so check it out. Origins, we just had one. This was a big whopper of an episode, right, Amy? 2 hours?
It was a 2-hour episode from 2013. I listened to it, recorded a new introduction. Nothing to apologize for. Well, no, that's not true. I lied. There was something I needed to apologize for. So, not me personally, but me on behalf of the show.
Yeah.
So we're getting out of our mean era, though. 2013 really feels like a turning point.
Yeah, we had an emotionally complex I Spit on Your Grave episode. And as you said, there was still some of that conversation bled over into this one. So we were being grown-ups, kind of. We were having grown-up conversations.
Yeah, we were trying our best.
Real hard.
But anyway.
So hard.
We're big people. So what's going on?
Did you have a thought, or are you just trying to prompt
flew
us?
away. It
right there,
flew
Amy?
away. And I got a Canadian for a second.
Yeah. I'm trying to get in the spirit, for
Halloween.
For Halloween and everything. And with the Halloween League is going to be starting up, thanks to Bill, who is one of our Beelzebubs and very active community member and contributor. He organizes this. This is the third year, our third annual Halloween League, which are 31 movies picked by our patrons and the podcasters, and it's really fun. And
check out our socials if you want to see what the movies are. If you want to play along,
it's something that helps float my seasonal affect disorder into right into November. Where then I find
kick the
something
can
else.
down the road.
Yeah. Then I try to get into the holiday spirits as much as I can.
Kick the can of depression down the road. That's what we do in October.
It's like, get out of here, you fucking can. I'm trying to keep some traditions alive, like things that I want to do every year. You know what I mean? Because we don't get trick or treaters, and Halloween has I have a real sentimental attachment to it, as many of you listening do, obviously, about a horror show. But my mom and dad, and we would just set up in the driveway and give out candy, and we would decorate, and it was always a big to-do, like the whole month. And now we don't have any of that stuff as we're aging. It's just gone. So you got to hold on to these little traditions. Like we're going to the out to Shelbyville for the what is it, Skyline Scares drive-in thing they're doing out there, which they do every year. It's really fun. The weekend of the 10th, they're showing a bunch of classic horror movies, like Dusk Till Dawn showings. But that sort of thing gets me going.
Yeah.
That and a haunt.
Revs your spooky engine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, something to look forward to.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to get in the spirit, those are just a few ideas. Carve a delightful pumpkin on your home.
Sounds like you're on the morning talk show.
Yeah, little Martha Stewart.
It's like, here's some Halloween ideas to keep the spirit going.
You can make festive, put like some orange food coloring in your kid's toothpaste.
Make it nice.
Colored.
What?
Just make it nice.
But what if you have the mint kind?
It's still orange, not orange flavor.
The blue mint.
What color
What if it's
does
already...
blue and orange make? Those are you have one primary color and then
Blue orange.
That would
it
be
makes blue orange.
It'd be yellow and purplish. It'd be disease color.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
I think it would be.
How do you even get the food coloring in the toothpaste tube?
Into the tube.
You cut the end off, and then you have to have a crimper, a special device that recrimps toothpaste things.
I think you haven't thought this through.
Any suburban mom has one of these in the pantry.
Or just put skeleton paper cutout in your wall. Call it a day.
Perfect. So, did you want to get into our television specials and talk about the magic of TV?
I think we should.
Turn out lights, it's the main attraction. My first pick I intended as like an amuse-bouche, kind of like a little appetizer for just to get the spirit going. I think, okay, this The Haunted House, the name of the episode, the Andy Griffith Show, originally aired October 7 of 1963. We had a
63.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like it was the 50s or the 40s.
Well, it's Mayberry, where it's probably still culturally in the 40s.
Yeah, that's true.
because it's a little tiny town with a fishing hole and a jail and a barber shop.
Is it a sundown town?
Sundown town.
God, for sure.
This episode only has a tiny little cast of 10 characters. If you've never watched the Andy Griffith Show, the basic idea is it's Mayberry, which is this idyllic small community where Andy Griffith is the sheriff. He has his bumbling deputy. By the way, Andy Taylor's the character. Andy Griffith is the actor. Then you have Barney Fife, which is Don Knotts. Freaking great, especially in this episode. Opie is Andy's son, little like 8-year-old, maybe 7-year-old Ron Howard.
Ronnie Howard is what he was billed as.
Otis the town drunk plays into this one. Arnold Winkler. And Big Jack Anderson is a character that's just a guest in this episode, but this is kind of a weird thing that connected the two episodes we're watching, the Andy Griffith Show and Knight Rider, is Nestor Paiva, who plays Big Jack, the moonshiner in this episode. He played the captain in The Creature from the Black Lagoon. And then The Creature from the Black Lagoon is the movie showing at the drive-in in the Knight Rider episode. Did your mind explode yet?
Are you okay right now?
And that's not the only connection, because
that was a lot.
In the Knight Rider episode, when we get to it, Michael Knight dresses up as Rhett Butler from Gone with the Wind. In the house that is the haunted house in the haunted house is Aunt Pitty Pat's house from the movie Gone with the Wind.
I can't.
It's
you
the
got to
same
stop.
set. Lincoln
had a secretary named Kennedy.
Uh-huh.
Kennedy
had a secretary named Lincoln.
It was Aunt Pitty Pat's house.
Aunt Pitty Pat. So I thought that was Amy. We picked up the first one. We're like, oh, that's real weird. And then when the second one happened, we put the weed away. We're like, no more. It's too weird. So the basic story here is Opie and his little buddy. Oh yeah, Gomer Pyle's in this episode too. I forgot to mention Gomer Pyle has his own spinoff. Jim Neighbors was great in this. But Opie and his buddy, they hit a ball through the old haunted house in the neighborhood through the window, and it's just to do about the kids don't want to go get the ball, so they try to get Barney to help them, and Barney tries to get Andy to do it.
No, they hear like a ooh.
They do hear it, yeah.
And so the
Spooky
kids run
sounds.
away, and they try to tell that there's a ghost in there, but nobody believes them.
Yeah. And it's got this great pacing where you get that the kids have the moment at the haunted house, and then the negotiation, and the whole time Otis is in the drunk tank and they're trying to figure out if it's time to let him go. And there's a bit with jumping rope as a sobriety test that I really love.
Don Knotts is a hell of a jump roper, right?
I was actually surprised that either Don Knotts or the drunker guy could jump rope because they were going fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were whipping along. That Otis, the town drunk, that guy was in he's a big dude too. But he was like a bunch of voices for Disney too, and one of them was something like sloppy pig man or something like that. It was
Sloppy Seconds.
It was some real degrading name for the character, and you're like, and you picture Otis, and you're like, that's who they thought of for the voice of that role. But here he is jumping jacks and keeping up with who knows how many takes they did.
Jumping rope.
Did I say jacks?
You sure did.
Jumping
I want to
jacks.
be transparent here in Night of the Living Podcast.
Jumping rope.
About what the truth is.
Shit and rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas Vacation. You're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just kind of love this sweet, innocent little town, and the classic setting of the haunted house when they finally do go. Andy Taylor and Gomer Pyle and Barney, all three go, because even Andy's he's scared too. You're like, oh, of course, Andy's not perfect.
He's not scared.
Yeah, he is.
Not at first.
Yeah. Once they're in there, he is though.
But once he's in there and they hear, is it because they hear something? Can't remember exactly. Then he gets spooked out.
Well, it has all the Scooby-Doo elements. You got Gomer ends up in a closet, which is ironic because I think Jim Neighbors was in the closet when they filmed this. I don't know that he had come out yet. Did you know that?
I didn't know he was gay.
Yeah, he was famously gay. Jim Neighbors, yeah.
Famously.
What does that even mean, famously gay?
because he was gay when it was dangerous to be gay in Hollywood, you know, like
that's different. That's dangerously gay.
Dangerously gay, yeah. He was dangerously gay. Bravely gay. Yeah, so I don't know the full Jim Neighbors story, but I understand it to be pretty amazing. He sang like gospel music too, I think.
Yeah.
And he says he had a Shazam. Shazam was his catchphrase. It was his
Shazam.
Yeah, just like Shazam is Shazam's catchphrase in the comic book. It's also Gomer Pyle's catchphrase.
Like that is a thing that sitcoms still have.
Yep.
Catchphrases.
Bazinga.
For phrases. I can say it.
Yeah.
Phrase.
Would you say that like Chandler's "Could I Be Anymore" blank is a catchphrase? Because it's kind of the same thing every time, but he changes what he could be any more of. You know, something to think about, something to chew on.
All right.
But
nom nom.
It's the classic, almost like the comedy of these three guys wandering around this house and being foiled by Scooby-Doo style antics, and then eventually figuring out that it's the moonshiner who's hiding in the walls and has the painting with the moving eyes. I just love that shit. It's Scooby-Doo live action, 100%. And it's handled with the kind of care and like that when they're moving, it's all super choreographed where they move kind of almost like cartoonishly around the house together because they're all so scared. You could tell that they worked on it.
No, they had really good choreography. The way that they were moving all together as a unit, Andy, Gomer Pyle, and Barney Fife.
Yeah.
Because the two idiots were like scared. So they were sticking to Andy like white on rice.
It was real cute. But yeah, it's
so well
simple.
Done physical comedy.
Yeah, and in the end, they convince the moonshiner that they scare him away, don't they?
The floating axe, Andy. Did you see the strings? I could see the strings.
Well, I don't think they were meant to be hidden.
Oh, okay.
It was a wink at the audience. They're like, we're all in on this together now.
I mean, yeah, because it pans over to Andy Griffith and he's pulling the strings, so it wasn't meant to be like, oh my gosh, it turns out it's a ghost.
I feel like they were trying to get you at first, and I thought they would try to hide the strings.
I mean,
I
didn't think they were crazy visible.
Yeah.
If I walked in there, I would have run away from the flying axe too.
Back then, TVs weren't as high definition.
That's true. You couldn't see as much.
Oh, that'll come up in Knight Rider too.
Yeah.
But this was actually my first episode of Andy Griffith I've ever seen.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it's interesting.
It's pretty basic.
Yeah, it's as basic as it gets.
How far TV in comedy has come.
Yeah.
It was just so too gentle for my modern tastes.
Oh, it's so good. It'll make your brain so soft.
And smooth.
I mean, I was just wondering who this is for, because
it's stressed out people. It's the same thing white noise is for.
Because this show is just so, it's like a kiss from a puppy or a kitten.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so gentle and sweet, but
harmless.
There's harmless.
Yeah, it's the kind of show that will have a storyline where the whole thing is about not hurting someone's feelings or something the entire 20 minutes.
But it's just very like Freddy said, it's kind of like Scooby-Doo-ish, but I can take that because that's a cartoon. But
in the end, this was pretty believable, right? Yeah. There were no ghosts.
But it was just so, and the laugh track really bothered me because I know that was a thing back then, but this was very, very overused.
Yeah.
And even the little giggles like from the laugh track. You know, when they weren't full out guffaws, but it was just like a couple people laughing.
That's the art of the laugh track. There's like a little documentary. I can't remember if it's an audio documentary or a movie about a guy who created laugh tracks for shows and the art of it. And sometimes you're like, just a smattering.
But I was just thinking of that thing where Freddy talked about before, where they showed Friends without the laugh track, and it's just really kind of awkward.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about the same thing with this show.
Yeah, I wonder if you took the laugh track out, how it would be. To me, the laugh track was always there. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up watching it, so it's like I just kind of take it for granted. It's like with MASH, it came and went, and that was fucking weird because they used it for a while and then got rid of it.
Right.
And like, and that was like really made the show like way better. But then there's like like Andy was saying, some of these shows, if you don't tell you when to laugh, you might not know when to laugh.
But
I don't feel that way about this. I think I would laugh regardless because I do think this inspired the Ghost and Mr. Chicken, the movie where Don Knotts has to spend the night in the haunted house, and that movie to me is hilarious. It has no laugh track, and it's a lot of the same sort of thing. I'm a sucker for this old comedy style though, so I know it doesn't work for everybody.
No, it was fine, but it was kind of mind-numbing a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think I can marathon this.
Yeah.
It's not bingeable, I don't believe.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you're going to go into a coma kind of state, yeah.
If you've had a tremendous shock.
Yeah.
And you need something to come down with, I guess.
Although
maybe.
I would binge it. Like, there were days when they would run marathons of Andy Griffith, and I was watching that shit. I don't know why.
I just imagine this is the type of show that they put on for people's end of life.
Yeah.
When they're drifting out of consciousness.
The Hospice Network.
Don't really don't have like much cognitive ability left.
It's in
it's just on for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in your living will.
Yep. It's like gentle old television shows. What a nice way to shuffle off this mortal coil.
There are worse ways.
The Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah. The best thing I could say, it has a great theme song.
It does.
Very catchy.
It used to have lyrics at one point.
What was Dipsy Doodle in reference to? I wrote down Dipsy Doodle because I think they kept saying Dipsy Doodle.
They did say Dipsy Doodle.
But I don't remember why.
And I can't remember.
Is it like a cartoon character from the 30s or something?
No, I think it had to do with the strength of the moonshine, maybe.
Sounds like an ice cream treat, too.
Right.
Yeah, Dipsy Doodle. I could go for a Dipsy Doodle. Well, we have ice cream in the freezer right now. Can you believe it?
Oh, my gosh.
How exciting is that? What are the odds? Lincoln, Kennedy.
Yeah.
I can't take anymore.
Any more thoughts on Andy Griffith?
No, I wish I could whistle so I can whistle the theme song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Amy had it.
I can't.
Anywho, Andy Griffith, just a gentle delight to get your brain. It's like a palate cleanser before we come in with the over convoluted storyline that is Halloween night.
Yeah, well, and also, am I to believe that Andy Griffith is Opie's dad?
Yeah,
he looks a lot old, like
he's Opie's
granddad territory.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I guess like people were older back then.
Yeah, he did have that. He had 60s man face. So Night Rider's a whole different kind of show.
Man face.
Night Rider's normally Night Rider's like a high octane adventure show with a lot of car chases and international intrigue stuff and big villains. But this episode is all about Michael Knight, who, if you don't know the backstory of Night Rider.
What is Night Rider? Night
Rider is this government organization, mysterious organization that saves Michael Knight when he's still another name. Michael Young or whatever the fuck his name was, when he's in this horrible accident, and they save him and they reconstruct his face and they give him a chance to live this life helping people through this mysterious organization called the Knight Foundation or whatever the fuck it's called.
Okay, does he have any legal authority?
No, I don't think so, but he acts like he does.
That's what I'm saying. He's like just barging into people's houses, questioning people.
Yeah,
roughing people up. I feel a lot of this would be thrown out in a court of law.
Yeah, this show is definitely not aimed at anyone who knew anything about like real law or law enforcement. It's a fantasy. Like, so it's always real heightened like that. Except this episode's really kind of not that at all. It's much smaller. It's just a little murder mystery.
Like, here's the thing. I remember Knight Rider, but I was like 3, 4, 5 years old. Yeah, because I looked it up. It's only like 4 seasons, and it ended in '86.
Yeah.
But I still remember it because it was such a big part of pop culture.
Yeah, and it was in reruns too. So like you might not have been old enough to appreciate it when it like this episode aired in 84. And he was the first celebrity I ever met was David Hasselhoff, who played Michael Knight and who also was on
Baywatch.
Famously most, on Baywatch. And for singing in Germany. Very famous for being a singer.
And eating burgers.
Oh, drunkenly eating a burger.
Yeah.
That's sad. It's sad, but it's also like kind of funny.
Yeah, a little bit. It's also relatable. So the director of this episode, Winrich Kolbe, I got excited.
I'm sorry, what?
Winrich Kolbe.
Or Winrich.
Doesn't sound made up.
Might
be like, Winrich, yeah.
A stereotypical rich person's name or something.
He worked on Next Gen, Deep Space Nine, Voyager. These are all Star Trek series. Enterprise, but also the Rockford Files, Angel, as in Buffy and Angel.
Like all of my shows.
Yeah, in the 2000 reboot of the Twilight Zone.
He's prolific.
Yeah, you think like so. I'm thinking this is going to be like a really exciting episode because I know
heard that
does our stuff.
Him and Kate Mulgrew were dating too.
And there's that sweet bit of gossip
doing
from the 90s.
Voyager.
And the writer of this, Glenn Larson, he created Buck Rogers and The Fall Guy. He worked on all those writing teams.
Buck Rogers.
So yeah, it's usually like very heightened fantasy, almost borderline science fiction. Because Kit, the car, is really the star of the show. Kit is a 1982 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, and this was like the reason a lot of dudes started buying those cars. I guarantee it. It's William Daniels doing the voice. He's got this great voice. You'll know his voice if you don't know his face. He's been in a lot of stuff. But Kit was like every kid's dream. It's a super futuristic car. Really, really cool shit.
Kit is completely made up, right? He didn't have his consciousness uploaded into.
No, he's a computer.
Okay.
As far as I know, I haven't watched the show since I was a kid, really.
Because Kit's a little sassy.
Yeah, and Kit half the time in this episode is just talking. Like it's not even that Kit really has a lot to do. They do give Kit his big moment. The car gets his moment at the drive-in later, but Kit is relegated to the kind of the background because this is a Bonnie episode, and you're like, who the fuck is Bonnie? Even the people who grew up watching Knight Rider might forget that he had a partner named Bonnie, and she has a new apartment in this episode. And the episode is about Bonnie's new apartment.
Basically.
So exciting.
Murder at Bonnie's new apartment.
And Bonnie's neighbor, what was the fancy lady? Denise. It was Dee Reynolds. Remember? It turned out her name was Dee Reynolds. Denise Reynolds. She was the party host.
Turns out she's not Deidre Hall from Days of Our Lives.
No.
Oh,
she looks just like her.
There's some resemblance,
I was like, holy shit, it's Marlena. But she's of the mold of 80s blondes that all look alike because of the makeup.
Yeah.
Like your Morgan Fairchilds, your Lonnie Halls, your Marlenas. There's like 80s blonde clones.
Yeah, definitely.
Her name is Taffy.
Taffy.
Like
That's
the candy.
The actress's name.
Yeah, her name is Taffy O'Connell.
I
had to look it up because I honestly thought she was Deidre Hall.
I'm trying to remember is Michael invited to the party, or does he just turn up because Bonnie's like she saw this crazy thing happen? He didn't come along till after it, right? The murder. Right. So Bonnie witnesses a guy in a gorilla costume,
a long-faced gorilla costume,
a weird, very weird one.
Like it's just a weird, elongated gorilla face.
And we learn later it's made from real gorilla fur.
Is that a thing?
Real gorilla fur.
You can buy real gorilla fur costumes.
Real tomato ketchup, Eddie?
Like Endangered Species Act.
I feel that was just a convenient plot point so they could help track the person down.
Definitely. Again, the fantasy of it is Michael always ends up with the clue he needs.
Gorilla hair.
Yeah.
Gorilla suit.
I feel it would just be cheaper to get the synthetic kind instead of
having to shave a gorilla.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Are they implying they skinned a gorilla?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So Bonnie's like, Michael, come help. And Michael comes because of the gorilla murdering incident.
Wait, she has like a rear window incident where she thinks she sees this gorilla killing somebody, but she has a cold, so she takes some cough medicine, and it knocks her out right away.
she could not.
Scissor.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is she drinking? Because she looks out the window and sees this supposed murder, and literally she just collapses.
She couldn't fight against the
I'm not even joking. It hit her like a wrecking ball.
NyQuil will help you get your Z's. We guarantee it.
So she's trying to figure out if she hallucinated this or not.
Right. So Michael, does he? Again, we just watched this last night, right? And it's already slipping away because it's a lot of Michael Knight throwing his weight around like he's really a cop.
Yeah, he's just gonna go figure out what really happened, and he stumbles upon all the different people in this apartment building. That's 4 singles, which is interesting.
Oh yeah, she said there were a dozen Boy Georges. This is the costumes at the party. A couple of breakdancing mummies, a John DeLorean, and no one came dressed as a gorilla, she says. And he has to confront her later because she finds a gorilla suit in her closet, remember? And he's like, I thought you said no one came dressed as a gorilla. And she goes, I said no one came dressed as a gorilla. That is the gorilla costume I already had in storage. You're like, what?
She's like, silly.
Gotcha, bitch.
Doesn't everybody have a gorilla costume?
Do you have a night warrant from the Knight Foundation to search my gorilla suit?
When does Norman Baines come into it?
Well, I think he's only in this because that dude who plays him did stunts in the Psycho movies, like 2, 3, and 4, and even had like a named character in 4. So somebody's
he's a red herring.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think
I wrote that down in my notes, Andy, so we had the same thought.
I feel like he is friends with the writer and was like, I really want to play a Norman Bates type. I've been around Tony Perkins for years. I've got it down.
Yeah, the writers of this were like, no, that's fine. That makes sense. We'll have like a Norman Bates type, because why? Something to throw all this suspicion on, but we're going to like really make it a Norman Bates character.
They name him the cleverest name.
Yeah. And I feel like they just wanted an excuse to go see the Psycho House.
Yeah.
Right.
So they just shoehorned in a character.
It's a good set.
Yeah.
Shouldn't go to waste. But the thing is, they don't even try. Like, Norman Baines is the character's name, just with an N. And it's the Baines house.
You know, I'm fine with it because it's not like I'm looking for watching Knight Rider for subtlety.
No.
Yeah. I mean, it is fine. There's no law against it.
Actually, Norman had nothing to do with the house.
Yeah.
This was owned by the guy who owned the apartment building.
Oh, that's right.
He owned it.
Yeah, Edward
I don't know why
Grant.
I felt. Who cares?
He was being blackmailed, right? Is one of the twists.
Yeah, he's another red herring.
It's a little confusing the way these suspects are presented, like, because it's not like any line of evidence he's really following too closely that I can follow. He just kind of ends up with these places.
So, like, in the midst of all this, like, trying to figure out what's going on, Norman Baines, who is it, the landlord? Is it this? Our lady, Bonnie, is cleaning her apartment and just sort of accidentally feather dusts a key off of the top of a vent that just happened to be there. And the show makes a big deal out of it. So she just found this key. And look at this key. And what is this key for? We don't know what the key is for. It's mysterious. It's going to come back in later.
But and again, I don't think this is a mystery you could have solved on your own. Like, a lot of times you can watch a mystery show, like Poirot or something like that, where if there's going to be evidence presented in the end, like you were in on it throughout the episode enough that you could say who the suspect was at the end with some kind of confidence, right? I don't feel that way with this. I feel like it could have been anybody in the end.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I kind of figured it wasn't going to be Norman Baines,
right?
Because that's just a little too obvious that he was going to be
right.
a killer or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The music too. That's another thing they pull right from Psycho.
Yeah.
It's Don Peake who composed this. Is the guy who did the music. He worked with Wes Craven a bunch. He did The People Under the Stairs and The Hills Have Eyes. So the guy, I consider those are like kind of classic movies to a lot of people, and he's got all this cred. And in '84, he's just taking the Psycho music and adding like bleeps and bloops to it.
Yeah.
To make it sound Knight Rider-y. And it's just fucking... It's kind of like hard to digest whether it's like great or awful. I think it's awful. This episode might be terrible.
No, it definitely is.
Yeah.
But it's got some pizzazz.
No, I was entertained at the campiness of it.
Yeah. The Simon, who really makes no impression, right?
Yeah, he's just one of the singles that she wants to meet. That's a new neighbor.
There's no evidence that points to Simon.
And they want to go out on a date.
But we think it's everybody but Simon.
Right.
But it's Simon.
It's Simon.
And in the end, you're like, oh, you're not like, oh, of course it's Simon. I still don't understand how he knew it was him. And maybe that's my fault. And Andy Griffith made my brain too smooth first.
It took some ridges out of your brain.
Yeah.
Things just slide off.
It's like, you're right that it did come out of nowhere, but it was explained of the connection of why Simon wanted to kill that lady in the first place.
Right.
I mean,
it's a dumb excuse.
I can't remember.
Well, turns out he's the son of the building owner, and the dead lady was the building owner's mistress. And the father was like kind of paying the mistress off, and the son was pissed off about it because it was more of his inheritance that was going to the mistress instead of him.
And we're never told that Simon is Edward Grant's son during the episode. We don't find that out till the end.
It's a big reveal from Kit.
Yeah, because Kit relegated to the sidelines, except for Kit gets a moment because there is a car chase. I started to say chart case, whatever that fucking means. Sorry, Andy.
Everything is Kit. Michael Knight is kind of just fed information by Kit.
He's just a request. He requests.
Yeah.
That's what he does. He says, "Hey, Kit, you do this. You do this. You do this."
Like Michael Knight, he's literally along for the ride.
Yeah, he talks to the watch, a lot to communicate with Kit, even when he's away from Kit.
It's all very Star Trek-y if you think about it. Kit is the fucking Enterprise, has scanners.
Yeah, some of these episodes I remember being pretty cool.
Sensors.
I don't know if this is one of them or not.
He's got a communicator on his wrist. Hey-oh, it's just like Star Trek.
And Kit gets to burst through a fucking drive-in movie screen.
That was pretty cool.
That was
cool.
Really cool, actually.
Yeah. I feel like this was an expensive series to produce, I bet.
All the car chases.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think
There were
so.
2 car chases. They both ended in turbo boost, whatever that is. It was the button that made the car do what it needed to do.
Yeah, the design of the interior of Kit is kind of enterprisey. It's almost like a next gen look.
Right.
But not as like turquoise and nice. It's more severe, like reds and blacks and greens.
More Klingon-y.
Yeah, more Klingon-y. Yeah. And the pedals have little lights on them too. So that when Kit accelerates, a green light gradient goes up the sides of the accelerator for someone to bear witness to. I think it's us.
If the show thinks we're stupid.
Yeah.
It needs to show
driving.
It's like, ooh, it's lit up. That means fast.
I guess it wouldn't be as dramatic if it was just the pedal went down, like a ghost was pushing it.
One of the car chases ends with Kit going through a pane of glass because, of course, a giant, like multiple panes of glass.
Yeah, we didn't get any fruit stands, though.
No fruit stands. Yep. But we sure got that glass. And what a mess.
But I know I should look for streamlined storytelling from the show, but I was just confused about why Simon did all those special effects in Bonnie's apartment.
Yeah, a projector projecting a hologram.
I almost forgot about that. He had a goblin in her toilet.
And he projected a dead woman in the tub.
Yeah.
What in the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. Like, you think about what's going through this guy's mind. He's like, I can't have anyone know who my dad is.
But he could have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those meddling kids. No, if he didn't do this stuff.
Yeah.
Because they trace the special projector back to his dad's company and figure out all the connections. But if he didn't put that stupid projector in the vent, he wouldn't have gotten caught.
Yeah. Seriously, all he wanted was the goddamn key. They needed the key so they could get the safety deposit box.
They just needed to sneak in and get the key.
So if you can sneak in and put a fucking projector in.
They don't even know the key exists.
You can sneak in. No, they do.
Oh,
they know they need the key.
No, I mean Bonnie doesn't know the key exists. No one involved in Bonnie's life knows the key exists.
So they could have broken into her apartment, stolen that key. Nobody would have known.
Then you would have no Halloween night episode of Night Rider.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you would be worse off.
If you can break in and put a projector in.
I mean, maybe he was just. Key. Was he trying to drive her crazy or something?
Trying to get her out of the apartment, I think, so he could get in there to get the key.
So she would think it's haunted and she would move out.
You could have pulled a fire alarm. You know?
But he's also assuming that she doesn't have the key already and she moves out, that she would take the key with her.
Yeah.
It's madness.
Or thrown it away or something. I don't know. But I enjoy the stupidity because, like Freddy said, my brain was too smooth from Andy Griffith.
Yeah, we had a lot of laughs when Simon had to fight Michael Knight and Simon pulled out a cardboard sword that threw sparks.
I mean, it was supposed to look like a real sword, but it was clearly bent.
Yeah.
Because it was made out of cardboard because they weren't going to use a real sword in the scene. I get it. But you could have made it look a little bit. But then Freddy had to remind me resolution is better now.
That's what when Andy said earlier about Andy Griffith being made for the little television set. So was Knight Rider. It was made for a low resolution, small screen. And I don't know who would have really noticed.
Who would have clocked it?
But damn, it looks terrible in high definition. It's the cheapest looking weapon I think I've ever seen on screen.
You know how they did at the beginning, the little episode preview before the episode actually starts?
Yeah.
They give you like a little trailer for the episode. Like Rockford Files used to do that. Why do they do that? Do you think that keeps people around, that they're like, we're going to show you what's going to happen so you'll stick around through all the commercial breaks?
I think they've figured out that didn't work. They quit doing it.
I find it obnoxious.
Yeah. Because I think the idea was you'd get that big what's coming up, then you'd get a big fat commercial dump right there. To start everything. Yeah. Your Sanka ad comes down. Porn brown.
But speaking of like high definition television, I never noticed how puffy and big David Hasselhoff's hair was.
Oh yeah.
It was big.
A lot of volume.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he had to put effort into that.
Mm-hmm.
You never noticed that his moose knuckle was split right down the middle most of the time?
Was it? Those were some tight white jeans.
Yeah, man.
There was some moose knuckle.
It looked like a pair of sneakers hanging off of a power line.
His moose knuckle?
Yeah. It was that much.
I don't think they were that dangly.
They were.
Goodness.
They weren't necessarily. It was just the jeans of pulling, lifting, and separating, but not the way you're supposed to.
Like a cross your heart bra.
Yeah. This is like when a girl wears a strap across her chest down the middle.
When do you learn that as a young man?
What?
When you dress, you're not supposed to put one in one.
Oh, you're supposed to dress to one side or the other.
Who teaches you?
Physical torsion on your testicle teaches you that. Most people won't be comfortable.
I don't think it's a lesson you learn. I think you just know intuitively.
Okay.
Yeah. It's natural. But his were perfectly divided. Michael Knight's testicles divided against themselves cannot stand.
Yeah. Oh, but you know how there are always so many coincidences from like the last episode that you brought up. This featured the Knight Rider theme and the Psycho theme, which Busta Rhymes has sampled both songs.
Really?
Yeah.
That's right.
This is the other connection.
Yeah.
Did he ever sample Andy Griffith theme?
He should. Get him on the line.
We need you to do something for synergy.
Just for synergy's sake.
Yes, he sampled the the Psycho theme in Give Me Some More, and the Knight Rider theme in Fire It Up.
Yeah, I love the Knight Rider theme, which was not written by Don Peake, who I mentioned earlier. That one was Stu Phillips and Glenn Larson, who created the show. And I always wondered about that. Was Glenn Larson just kind of hanging around Stu Phillips' studio? The studio?
The studio.
And he's like contributing, or you think he just got credit because he's the guy who created the show?
I don't know, babe. That's a question for Glenn
Yeah.
Larson.
Because that's a
Stu Phillips.
badass theme.
I think you're thinking about this a little too hard.
It doesn't feel like the work of two people.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. No shade
No shade.
on Glenn A. Larson if he's still alive. I keep wanting to say Gary Larson. The Far Side.
Get it?
You get it. That's you guys have anything you want to say about Knight Rider? Was there anything about Michael Knight? David Hasselhoff's performance, was everybody clocked that as okay? Seemed
Yes.
a character that you might want to follow around for 40 minutes.
Now, were he and Bonnie a couple?
No, I think they just worked together.
Okay.
But there was
it
the
kind
will they won't they have to
Was
have
it like
that.
a Sam and Diane type thing?
I can't remember if they
They're work married.
yeah.
Okay.
I think she's like him, and they're like, it's like Mission Impossible. Essentially, this is a Mission Impossible ripoff, really, when it comes down to it. Brass tacks.
Maybe when I'm done with Rockford Files, we can switch over to Knight Rider and start it from the beginning.
Yeah, we'll find if we can find it streaming. I bought this one single episode,
It's not streaming anywhere.
so I'm
Well,
gonna watch it every year now.
If you watch it more episodes, you gotta give me some Moose Knuckle updates. Is it like in every
I'll let you
episode?
know if it gets deeper as the seasons go on.
Do they do they eventually migrate to one side, or are they constantly separated?
One day they give him one of those cups that eliminate it entirely.
They're meant to be together.
Yep.
But I don't know. If I just suddenly had balls, I might think, oh,
He's a very balls forward walker.
I should
too.
split them up.
David Hasselhoff leads with his testicles.
All right.
So he walks like Fritz the Cat.
Kinda. He's got
His
a
lean
John
back.
Travolta kind of. He's got that kind of Saturday Night Fever movement. I'm wiggling my shoulders.
Yeah, you are.
He always seems like a. You know what he reminds me of in this episode, especially, is on SNL the old Two Wild and Crazy Guys, the Steve Martin Wild and Crazy guy, is kind of the body language I expect from David Hasselhoff and Knight Rider usually.
I don't know if
Interesting.
it's quite like that.
was probably-
But okay.
My mind upscales it to that.
Yeah.
It's probably the tight jeans making him walk that way.
Yeah. You can tell by the way by the way he walks, he's a woman's man. No time to talk.
Oh, speaking of women, I like that throwaway side character of the witch.
Yeah, what the
Esmeralda.
fuck?
She's only there to make Michael horny.
Yeah, and also just another red herring that
Yeah.
she's an actual witch and has some nefarious scheme going on.
Were you disappointed that she's like, I'm just Jean?
then
Esmeralda's dead.
But it was weird at the end. She's walking by these flowers, and these flowers are wilting
They
as she
wilt and
walks
die.
by.
Yeah, she farted.
That's what Freddy said.
She killed all with a stinky asshole. It was supposed to be her cooking, wasn't it? Like 'cause she was
Yeah.
carrying her cooking, and as she walked by all the flowers, they died.
I thought they were
Yeah.
truly
Oh, that
going
was it?
for a
Okay.
I
supernatural
think
thing.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe I thought they were insinuating that she was a bad cook.
I don't know.
I think you're right because Kit was like, "You don't want to know what's in that pot."
Yeah,
Because he can scan it from the air.
he's like she's one of those people that eat 100-year-old MREs
Ugh.
for YouTube.
And she puts it in her pot.
She's MRE Jean on YouTube.
All right. You guys ready to move on?
Surely.
All right. Then let's do that then. We're going to move on to the segment where we talk about the shit we've been watching. What is our algorithm served up to our faces? And what have we then consumed with our eyeballs and earballs? Freddie Morris,
Ma'am.
please tell us.
The algorithm did me good. First, it did me meh when it recommended something called Chiller, which wasn't great. It was a 90s anthology horror show, and I thought that would be fun, and it put me right to sleep. But it then served me up something called The Bleak Old Shop of Stuff. And the Bleak Old Shop of Stuff is a show from BBC.
Oh.
And it's the Mitchell Webb look people. And
honestly, that the title of that doesn't sound entertaining.
Oh, okay.
It's a little too much for me.
So the idea is it's like The Naked Gun, but for Dickens stuff. So if you grew up reading Dickens, if you're a Christmas Carol fan, or you grew up watching Oliver and all that stuff, it's parodies of all that. And it's really funny. A lot of the people from the IT crowd were involved in it. Great guest stars.
Give us an example of a joke.
A joke would be like the wealthy lady. Her name is Lady Have Much. So that sort of stuff. Or a guy takes off a top hat and there's a smaller top hat underneath.
No way.
Or the mom who's played by from the redhead from IT crowd. I'm forgetting her name. She's great. She gets addicted to treacle.
That's kind of funny.
It's funny. It's really laugh out loud funny. Yeah. I love parody like that. And it's so in the Zucker brothers vein of parody that and it just makes fun of English stuff in general, just names. A lot of really funny names and scenarios that are like how weird English money is, and how no one really ever understood it to begin with. Like the difference with a shilling and it's just great. It's just, if you want to just giggle at something smart and funny, not smart, parading is smart. Because it rewards you for having read Dickens. You know what I mean? Like where you're like, oh, good for you. You'll get those jokes, but you don't have to have read any of that shit either. You just have to know English stereotypes of the Dickens era.
Well, as a dummy, I feel like it needs a better title.
Yeah. Oh, I love the title.
Just call it What the Dickens.
The Bleak Old Shop of Stuff.
I've never read any Dickens.
But you know Dickens.
You never read A Christmas Carol?
Mm-mm.
You've seen A Christmas Carol, right?
I've seen it. I tain't read it, though.
Christmas Carol's really good.
I took a class called Age of Dickens, but the joke was we didn't read any Dickens.
It was just about the era?
Mm-hmm.
You study other writers from that era? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Dickens has got spooky stuff. There's a great ghost story called The Signalman, I believe. Or Signal Man, as I would say it. You ever read that? No, you haven't read that. But you ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
It's a good spooky ghost story.
All right.
Big recommends. There's other ghost stories. I like M.R. James stuff a little better.
Right.
Because there's more of it and they're ghostier.
That. Yeah.
But the Dickens stuff is pretty spooky. But yeah. The Bleak Old Shop of Stuff is I'm watching it on Prime. But I think you can get it other places such as Pluto and Tubi.
Mm.
Is it one of those British series that lasted like 2 seasons?
It's just a limited series. They only did 4 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the first one was a Christmas special, so they did their, Dickens style Christmas stuff. And then the other ones are kind of just like other themes from that. It's about the jokes more than it is anything. Like the main character's last name is Secret Past. And because he has a secret past.
I get it.
Because that's usually the way it is with those stories.
I get it.
And yeah. Everybody's name means something real obvious.
All right.
For those who like to laugh.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I do.
My only criticism of the show is that they use computer graphics and green screen a lot to make it, but that's because I think it's so low budget. But the comedians are so good, it doesn't matter.
All right.
Doesn't hurt it.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Glad to provide a service. Who's next?
Me.
All right.
I'm going to go next. Do you remember why I wanted to watch BASEketball?
Were we at the ball game? Was it because we were at the Reds game?
It's because we went to a Reds game.
It's funny. And you're like, I need to watch BASEketball again.
Our Reds are in the playoffs, by the way.
Yeah.
The Reds are in the playoffs.
They look
Some
good.
Good Cincinnati news, sports news.
We
You
got
might
to
have
see them
heard
win.
me say baseball is boring. I stand by that, but it's very exciting when the Reds are in the playoffs.
Exactly. Like, Cincinnati is a city that gets we get excited no matter how we're mentioned. For me,
Severed foot found.
yeah, like I don't follow soccer or baseball, but I enjoy it when our teams do good.
Yes.
I know what you mean.
Notice he didn't bring up football because
We all follow that, but we
Yeah.
regret
we
it.
don't enjoy it.
I've learned to not learn anyone's names anymore. I haven't done that for 5 or 6 years, except for the big ones.
Yeah, I know one player on the Reds is Ellie
Yeah.
Cruz.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's the only one I know.
Yeah,
That
Because
dude's
he
great.
does spectacular things.
He's huge.
Yes.
He's
and
so
he's really tall,
Yeah, he's 6'4" or 6'5", something like that.
and he's quick.
Yeah.
So yes, we were at the Cincinnati Reds game the other day,
Yeah.
and
At the Cincinnati Reds the other day.
it must have triggered in my brain that I wanted to watch BASEketball again
Yeah.
because I remember saying I want to watch BASEketball again. So guess what I did? I watched BASEketball again. I haven't seen this movie in a good long time, but boy, did I see it a lot back in the day.
We watched it. I don't know why we watched it so much. Was it on Comedy Central? a lot?
I don't know. I think we watch it and then have to show it to people
Yeah, because we thought it was so funny.
because we thought it was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Going back, does it hold up? Yes, it still holds up. There's some minor problematic stuff.
What, from the makers of South Park?
Well, that's the thing. They didn't write it. They just starred in it.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I just
And
assumed
me
that.
too.
I did too. I thought they wrote it too.
All this time, I thought they had written it, but they did not. David Zucker wrote it, and some other people that I can't remember, and I apologize.
Whose politics stink.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Oh no!
unfortunately. Made some funny ass movies though, the Zucker brothers.
Damn. Mm-hmm. I didn't mean to put any money in his pocket, but I did.
I don't think you made a difference.
My one viewing of BASEketball. Oh, that's true. I did make a
Yeah.
difference.
Also, he might have chilled on that stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
His name doesn't come up very much anymore. But there was a time because they made an American Carol, that movie that went after Michael Moore.
Oh,
It was a parody of Michael Moore movies.
Well, let's attribute the good stuff to his brother.
There you go, Jinx. Didn't one of them direct Ghost? Ghost?
I don't know.
I'll find out. You keep talking.
What was I gonna say about this movie? Still holds up. Minor problematic shit. But basically, I still kind of want to play BASEketball. I feel like it's a game I could play.
Jerry Zucker directed Ghost.
Thank you, Andy.
There you go.
So Jerry Zucker is the mastermind behind all the Zucker brothers stuff.
Okay.
We're gonna give him all the credit because we like him more.
All right. So BASEketball is a combination of basketball and baseball, right?
Right.
Yeah.
With you can psych somebody out when they're about to make a basket. You can say something or do things to them, and that's part of my favorite. That's my favorite part of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Is the psych out, and to this day we still quote this movie. We're old. The movie's old.
Yeah.
When did this movie come out?
In the 90s.
Early 2000s, right?
I think
It
it
might
was
have
the
been.
90s.
It might have been
2000s?
early 2000s.
I'm gonna check.
But
Do basketball leagues
98.
exist?
98. So the year I graduated from high school. I don't know. Maybe they did.
The rules of the game, the psych out is
Yeah.
is the thing that wouldn't work in real life.
Because you know how they did. You know how they make Quidditch leagues.
Exactly.
Did they make basketball leagues?
how they deal with the flying
You just run around with
You just run
broom
with a
between your
broom.
legs.
Yeah.
with a broom.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. Basketball seems a lot more fun. to me.
Basketball seemed very more accessible to your average Joe.
Way more accessible. That was the point of the game in the movie, is that
Yeah.
if you were not good at many things, if you had one sports thing you could do, then you would be okay.
Yeah. Which is the way Amy and I like to play basketball.
It's a hell of a
Horse.
cast. Oh yeah, we play horse a lot. Hell of a cast. Ernest Borgnine, Jenny McCarthy,
Robert Vaughn stole the show from
Robert
everyone.
Vaughn, Yasmin Bleeth.
Yeah.
Remember her?
She was really good in it. And she's somebody who just kind of disappeared, right?
Bob Costas, Al Michaels, who went for it.
Boy, did he.
He really went for it.
There's that. It's hard to believe that only 5 years ago, those girls were still in grade school when he's talking about the cheerleaders.
Well, that goes he used to commentate for gymnastics, and he made some really gross comments.
Oh, did he really?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh, no.
So it's not too far off from, I guess, what he says in BASEketball.
It is funny in basketball, though. It's just it's
he gets off
edited
some good
so
one-liners.
well. Yeah.
He's got some good reactions. Yeah, I still recommend it.
I think
It's a product of its time.
Yeah.
But I thought surprisingly still holds up.
You said that the psych outs were your favorite part.
Yeah.
See, the Robert Vaughn getting slowly more angry and frustrated every time he had to talk to them was my favorite.
Yeah, that was good too.
Because it reminded me a lot of Catherine Hahn's performance from Clue. That style of
Madeline Kahn.
Madeline Kahn. Thank you. What did I say, Catherine
Hahn.
I have wrong generation. Madeline.
You were close
Kahn.
enough. It rhymed.
Yeah. Thank God for you guys. Otherwise, I would never say what I mean. So she that style, that control. Robert Vaughn had so much control over his performance.
Oh, and Stack. Robert Stack.
Oh, his cameo is so fucking good.
He says the F word and everything.
It's so funny.
Anyway.
I guess that's from the Zucker Brothers connection.
Yeah, it must be. Because he was an airplane.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I had to say about BASEketball.
Like he just says Stack.
I couldn't remember his first name for a second. Stack.
Can you do
It
it?
sounds like a nickname from a kid's movie or something.
Oh, Stack. You crazy son of
He'd
a...
be a fat kid named Stack.
Yeah.
They call him Stack because that's how he eats his pancakes.
Stacked.
I want to watch Heavyweights. I've never seen it.
Okay. Andy,
Okay.
what did you watch?
I watched Mithrigan 2.0.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
You know, the big bomb from this past summer. I don't necessarily get why. For me, it was pretty fun.
Right.
But I get why it kind of failed at the theater because they pivoted hard from. So, like, I thought the Mithrigan one was great, but it was fun enough. But I guess when you pivot that hard to something else, that you're going to turn people off.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not. It's that different from the first one.
Well, the trailers really turned people off because it just gave the impression that it's a straight up action movie, which is this does lean into more action than horror.
Right.
But for what it is, I thought it was better than the first because they really amp up the campiness
Yeah.
and the fun from the first one. But I watched. There's like two versions out there. There's like Mithrigan 2.0 and Mithrigan 2.0 unrated.
Right.
So I watched that unrated one. So don't know how much it really is different than the unrated,
yeah.
the rated one. So I don't know which one they released in theaters either.
Well,
But
was there moments of gore and like?
yeah,
Yeah.
gore and just language and stuff like that, which I feel this type of movies needs. And I felt that was kind of what didn't make me fall in love totally with the first one. I thought they could have gone further.
Yeah, they did show some weird restraint.
Yeah, I think it was PG-13, the first
Right.
one. But 2.0, they unrated at least, was definitely a lot more. They went further with it, and to me, that it needs it because it's a super promise. So yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
They really, but the look of Mithrigan, it's a lot more CGI-ish, more obvious CGI-ish,
Right.
which is kind of takes you out of it. But since everything was bigger in this movie, I think maybe that's the direction they meant to go with. But just the look of her was a little too fake, but it didn't detract too much from it.
Gotcha.
We did see people at Horror Hound dressed up as the versions of Mithrigan from this movie.
But you're
Yeah,
saying the movie it bombed or it just didn't do as well as they expected?
It did really bad.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. It sure didn't. Yeah, like Horror Hound would have had me believe that it was a pretty big hit. I mean, the convention,
horror
not the
fans
magazine. Just the
specifically.
fans. Yeah.
It's just like people who aren't hardcore.
The fans. Yeah.
It's just like people who aren't hardcore horror
Yeah,
fans.
it's just shocking to me that just based upon the interest and the fandom from the first didn't float it. You know what I mean? I feel like there was such a hard core fandom that came out of that movie. Just seemed like there was a lot of them representing at horror conventions and stuff.
I think maybe they were expecting more of the same from the first. They wanted the same look of Mathregan, but this one, she went more cyborgy as opposed to little girly.
Right.
So it was fun. I liked it better than the first.
Okay. I passed it by the other night before I settled on BASEketball. And I was like, is it time for me to watch that? And then I was like, no, I don't think it's yet. But you're saying it's better than the first, so that's interesting.
To me, it is. Yeah. I watched the unrated version.
Right.
And you can tell, I feel like a gay person wrote this because Megan is really bitchy and catty.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andy, the movie, it doesn't even look like it made its money back based on the U.S. and Canada, but worldwide, it's making it back. But still, that's shocking.
It's probably broke even, but I remember the first one was a really big breakout hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't trust anything anymore.
Yeah. But I will say that it was a little too long for what it is.
Right.
It needed some editing.
What if the unrated version, they're like, we restored 30 minutes of lost footage?
With director's cut.
Yeah.
It's gonna be black and white, more serious. Yeah, I recommend it.
Okay. Well, cool. Thank you, gentlemen.
De nada, thank you.
All right. At the end of every show, we always say hi to our Beelzebubs. So I'm going to do that now. Patreon.com/NOTLP if you want to be involved. Matt, Branan and Emily, Dr. Brian, Old Dirty Bill Stirred, Bill Fahrner, Blayne Yogurt, Jordash Jeans, Monica, Ernest, Dave, Paul, Shayna Bobena. So those are some cool people.
Very cool.
That I am privileged
Thank you,
to know.
everybody.
Thanks so much. Bye.
All right. See ya. Bye.
Frankenstein was wondering if he should go to bed when his old buddy Leatherface put on Dawn of the Dead. And Igor made the nachos in a severed human head, and they enjoy the movie with their friends. David Kessler walks the streets of London.